region renowned for cruelty and violence, Caleb was legendary. Born in western Texas in 1847, he had sealed reputation as a merciless gunfighter by the age of 17. But 7 years later, when he met Ophelia Price, that his hunger for bloodshed took a menacing new timbre. She was already well beyond the bounds of sanity when he found her cowering in the charred ruins of the burnt-out homestead where her husband and child had perished only days before. It was neither her tattered beauty nor her plight that compelled Caleb to take her in. However, it was the words he picked out of her virtually incoherent mumblings. He learned that her husband had attempts to rescind his membership of the dreaded cult of Chernobog. In return, cultists had set fire to the house in the night. Ophelia was filled by rage, not at the cult, but at her husband, whose cowardice she blamed for the death of her young son. Ophelia was Caleb's doorway to the cult and its dark purpose. He could not have known in time he would come to love her, nor that their service to the cult would find two of them beloved among the chosen elite servants of the dreaming god Chernobog, the one that binds, devourer of souls. In the Hall of Epiphany, a temple that spans the chasm between the worlds, the four remaining chosen stand at the forefront in a procession of the worshippers. Chernobog's presence felt more than seen great, frigid weight of a hunger that spans millennia. He speaks in cacophony of voices stolen from the dead, summoning the chosen to the center of the sacrificial ring. They stand before the dark god, united by a sudden, inexplicable sense of doom. A wordless cry rises up from the seething shadows, once swallowed up by many until the hall resounds with them. The members of the procession behind the chosen melt away in the gust of eternal wind, extinguished like so many candle flames. There aren't even ashes to indicate they ever existed. The chosen look to one another in confusion and dread. They can already feel the ties that bind them to Chernobog fraying. Why? How have we failed you? But there is no answer other than the shattering scream that threatens to tear the universe to shreds. Darkness swells around them and swallows them. Their cold, abandoned souls fall through the abyss, and they burn.
Welcome, my servants, my slaves.
What is your bidding, Master?
You have failed me. I disavow you all.
What?
I've taken your love. Now I will take your life. Consider my power in a hollow grave.
Caleb awakens in a cold, damp body he no longer knows. It has long lain as a corpse that refused to rot, protected from putrefaction by some unearthly link to its master. The pain of protecting muscle and flesh invigorates and awakens him. He welcomes it. It distills his hate into the maelstrom raging in the center of his mind. An agonizing cry breaks out of him, shattering the stone lid of the tomb in which he lies, knocking loose cement, cobwebs, and the small unnoticed creatures that have shared his grave with him. A single word rings out through the darkness, echoing Chernobog's lingering howl. Why? Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Blood. Yes, indeed. So this game was released in 1997 by Monolith Productions and published by GT Interactive. It was originally started by 3D Realms, but then it was eventually given to Monolith. So you can lower this grave right here and pick up flares. And this, get TNT, a case of TNT. TNT is one of the more important weapons in the game. You kind of need to learn how to use it. Basically, as you hold it, the meter will charge up. The longer it charges, the longer the distance you can throw it. Hold it for too long, it explodes. These are our first enemy, zombies. Yeah. And they tend to drop life essences, which are your main source of health in this game. Also, this game is chock full of references and Easter eggs, like Duke Nukem. Yeah. We now obtain our next weapon, the flare pistol. Primary fire launches a flare onto the nearest enemy, and alt fire launches several flares in a diamond-shaped pattern. Yeah. You don't get an actual pistol in this game, you get a flare gun. Now, we now meet one of the most abundant enemies in the game, the brown coat cultists. The cultists are the most abundant enemy in the game, and they're also the most fucking pieces of shit enemies in the game. You will learn to love the cultists. And also, of course, you got Pitchfork, which is your melee weapon for the game. So this power-up is Guns Akimbo. It gives you two, it basically doubles your weapons, essentially. It's quite self-explanatory. So yeah, these cultists, they wield sawed-off shotguns, and they're hit scanners, so they're painful. Also, these are rats. They are very fucking annoying. Their hitboxes are small, because they're small, and they're just annoying to hit, really. Rest in pieces. Okay. So you can now come over here, play piano. You get Beast Vision. Oh, good. So I might as well explain that this game uses the same engine as Duke Nukem 3D. The build engine. Ow, that was not a smart move. I think there's a life essence over here. No. Oh, there's some shotgun shells. We'll get to the shotgun if I get it this level or the next level, which it's most likely going to be the next level. Okay. So, yeah. It's best to use the flare pistol on the zombies early on in the game to save some ammo, but later on in the game, when it gets a lot more hectic, it's less needed. I should as well mention, I'm playing on the skill Lightly Broiled, which is essentially the medium difficulty in this game. I'm not playing on oh god, I have 9 health, I just realized. Oh shit, I need... Speaking of similarities to, well, there goes all my doctor bag. Speaking of similarities to, Duke Nukem, you get multiple items, Beast Vision. First off, it works like the night vision goggles in, Duke Nukem 3D, so I'm barely even gonna use them. And the med kit, or the doctor's bag, which is just the med kit. And also you can get life seeds, which are atomic healths, except you get 50 instead of, did atomic healths only give you, atomic healths only give you 25? I'm not entirely sure. There's more TNT here. And hey, guess what? Exploding that barrel leads back to the beginning of the level. Level oppression for dummies, dumb fucks. Okay, good. There were some rats in here. Rats are pieces of shit. The light's fucking busted. Neat. Yeah. And here is another zombie. How surprising. And over here is another secret with some flares. And down here are some cultists. I'm gonna get the advantage by throwing some goddamn TNT at their faces. Alright, so now here is one of the very rare super secrets. Let's see if I can get it. There we go. And we get a napalm launcher, which is essentially a rocket launcher for this game. Yeah, it's in a super secret. You don't find their super secrets in this game aren't very abundant, and after a certain point, like, there are no super secrets after a while, I think. Don't quote me. This is the only level I'm gonna guaranteedly 100% to the fullest, because I don't know this game as well. Yeah. Now we're on to the second part of the second level. Idiot. Wrong side of the tracks. I'll lure the zombie over here, and then... Beautiful. So yeah. This game is probably the greatest, wait a minute.
Fresh victims for the ever-growing army of the undead.
Yeah, the voice actor for the main protagonist, Caleb, is voiced by Stephen Waite. Does a pretty bitchin' job. And now here, I get the sawed-off shotgun. It is one of the more overpowered shotguns in any video game, even rivaling Doom Super Shotgun. It's kind of ridiculous. Yeah, you can... I guess those guys are still alive. Yeah, it rivals Doom Super Shotgun, which is kind of ridiculous. So sorry if I'm not looking up and down right. The DOS versions of Build Engine games tend to be bad with their mouse aim, so I have to use a patch so I can get smooth aiming. But anyway, looking up and down still is a bit wonky because of how, like, the Build Engine, like, is on like a grid. It's hard to explain. So yeah, this game is widely considered the best Build Engine game, and I'm inclined to agree. For sure. I mean, it's just a fuck ton of fun. God damn it. Come on, there we go. God, how the fuck did I miss him? Sure then. Okay, yeah, you can see how annoying hit scanners are in this game. They are, and that's the power of the flare guns. Double fire. Even once you get the higher strength weapons in an episode, the flare gun still remains kind of useful, which is something that I like about Blood. I don't know what he's saying. I think there is some sort of like translation to the cultist language. I don't understand it, but Oh shit, I shot that guy. Oh well. Sometimes these guys give off life essences.
Go away.
Go away. But you're dead, son.
There's no place like home.
Okay. Ow. And those are the Black Robe cultist fanatics. They... ah, shit. They wield... They wield Tommy guns. We will be getting a Tommy gun sometime. Eventually, but... probably not right now.
Take it,
It appears as a random drop-off of enemies sometimes, so... yeah, sometimes enemies will drop weapons, sometimes not. It just depends on what RNG feels like doing. You have life essence? No. Shit. Yeah, I'm nearly dead. Nice, I'm taking this stupidly. Okay, there we go. Yeah, he dropped some ammo. Okay, God damn it. Yeah, this game starts out pretty difficult. Especially... one thing that... okay, there we go, I gotta sawed off. One thing that sets this game apart from Doom is that the cultists do not premeditate their attacks. They will immediately fire at you if they come into contact. Get some basic armor. There are 3 armor types in this game. Basic, spirit, basic, fire, and spirit armor. Basic armor protects you from bullets, fire armor protects you from, I wonder what, and, spirit armor protects you from magical attack. I'm back here, god damn it. I don't, yeah. The hit scanners in this game are just absolute bastards. Oh boy. I also will mention that I'm not playing, unlike Duke Nukem, I am not playing this game on a source port. I am playing on the original DOS version. Well, DOS version that was re-released on Steam. That's because this game source code was lost. Or, it wasn't lost, it was just never released. There have been some reverse engineering of the build engine and early leaked alpha code to produce several source ports. And those two are N-Blood and Blood GDX. N-Blood being more accurate, well, how do I want to phrase this? N-Blood hold on, there's a life seed here. N-Blood is more accurate with lighting, while GDX I think is more accurate with gameplay. If I remember correctly. I'm pretty sure I'm not, actually I don't want to go there yet. Pretty sure I'm not being, remembering correctly, but you never know. That was a really nice dynamite throw right there. You did a good job. Sometimes, okay, you know what, I'm just gonna... oh, god damn it. Okay. Damn it. Yeah, the shotgun has 2 modes of fire. The primary attack will... yeah. The primary attack will shoot a single shot, while... well, the primary attack will shoot a single barrel, while the secondary attack will shoot both at once, and both at once at point blank range are overpowered as fuck. They are really overpowered. I guess that's what cultists like to listen to. Screams of death. Sounds like fun. God damn it. Please must wash hands.
I like my hands bloody.
Alright then. Unlike in this game, electrical outlets don't hurt you. Man, I wonder why it was in the fridge. Can press this handprint. Actually, I need to... You know what, screw it. Which gets me a case of TNT, which I could have used earlier instead of using that napalm launcher. But then we get this another power-up, limited invisibility. Unlike Doom's partial invisibility, this is actually useful, where limited invisibility, oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. I'm just gonna... Oh, fuck, I'm back here. Fuck it. Whatever, that's satisfying. Okay. I guess I'll explain limited invisibility while I'm doing this. Limited invisibility, basically, unlike Doom's partial invisibility, which is absolutely useless, this game's partial invisibility isn't just partial invisibility. In this game, the enemies just outright don't see you, whereas in Doom they still see you, but their attacks are off and shit. So in this game, it's a lot more useful, which is always nice, because Doom's partial invisibility is still pretty useless. Grab, yeah. In this game, there are 6 keys, instead of the normal 3. Yeah, if you have partial invisibility, the enemies just don't see you, which is very useful on a lot of occasions. Yeah, I already went here. Another thing I forgot to... Oh, I guess he died. Another thing I forgot to mention is that if you use the alt fire of the TNT, it won't explode on contact, so I'll explain here. When you throw a TNT, it explodes on contact with a wall or a floor. If you hold the right click, you can then throw it, and it won't explode immediately, and it will actually run the fuse. Yeah. Looks cool. That's how useful the... Okay. Ugh, don't... Okay. Okay, that's pretty useful. Don't you dare. Okay. Going to this new no entrance building. Come here. It's a crack in the wall. Oh, guess what a crack in the wall means? It means you can go places. You can go back down there. Or if you use this... I don't think it killed him. Yeah. You can only tell if a zombie died if they make that sound. Oh! Yeah. Yeah, that is it for the first part of Blood. I missed the secret, damn it. Well, I will see you next time for the next level, Phantom Express. So, see you then.